complex numbers is a very interesting chapter. We define complex number first of all. Our complex number is a number system. It comes under number system after the real numbers. Real numbers are union of rational and irrational numbers. Rational numbers is nothing but union of all the numbers, natural, whole numbers, integers. Natural numbers plus 0 becomes whole numbers plus negative natural numbers becomes integers. Ratio of any two rational numbers that is in the form of p by q where q not equal to 0 comes under rational numbers. Rational numbers plus union irrational number become real number. Real number, if you take real number a and b are real numbers, then the complex number c is defined as c is equal to a comma b such that a comma b such that a comma b are real numbers. Okay, so how a comma b is denoted means z is equal to a plus ib, which is equal to a comma b is a complex number. This complex number in this complex number a is called the real part and the b is called the imaginary part, and the real part of the complex number is denoted by re of z, and imaginary part of the complex number b is denoted by im of z. Here the examples are given. 2 plus 3i is a complex number, where 2 is a real number, 3 is a real number, 2 plus 3i is a complex number. 2 by 3 is a rational, also real, plus 4i, 4 is real, so it's a complex number. Z is equal to 1 plus i, so real number plus I into real number is a complex number set. So if real part of the complex number is 0, if the real part a is equal to 0, then z is equal to ib, so the complex number is called purely imaginary. If z is equal to 0, if z is equal to 0, imaginary part of z is equal to 0, that is b is equal to 0, then the complex number is said to be purely real. Here I square is equal to minus 1. Here I square is equal to minus 1. Next, if p is equal to x plus iy, a is equal to a plus ib, then p plus q is equal to x plus a plus I into y plus b. Add the real and imaginary parts, so that the sum of the complex numbers, it becomes the sum of the complex numbers, right? If z is equal to x plus iy minus z, that is additive inverse of z is equal to z. If z is equal to x plus iy, then the conjugate of z is denoted by z bar is x minus x minus iy. That becomes minus x minus iy. Conjugate of z is x plus iy conjugate is x minus iy. Z additive inverse is minus z, that is minus a minus ib. Okay. Next, fourth point, look here, z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number. Then 1 by z is equal to x minus iy by x square plus y square is the multiplicative inverse of this, the multiplicative inverse of z. If p is equal to a plus ib, q is equal to c plus id, then p by q is p by q. Ratio of the complex numbers. The ratio of the complex numbers is ac plus bd by c square plus d square plus I into bc minus ad by c square plus d square. Just p by q is a plus ib by c plus ib. Multiply and divide with the c minus id, so that you will get this answer. You can learn it as a formula, or else you can do problems by multiplying dividing with its conjugate. So next one, 6th point, a plus ib is a complex number, c plus id is a complex number. If you say that p is equal to q, then real part must be equal and then imaginary parts are equal. Real parts are equal, that is a is equal to c. Imaginary parts are equal, that is b is equal to d. P is equal to a comma b and c is equal to q is equal to c comma d. Then the product p comma q. Then the product p comma q is denoted by pq is equal to ac minus bd comma ad plus bc. Okay, product, that is a into c is real. ib into id becomes minus I square bd, that becomes minus bd, and the remaining terms are ad is imaginary, bc is imaginary. I into bd plus I into ad, I into bc, so that becomes ad plus bc. Okay, so there is a way of doing this. Next we'll enter into exercise Look here, exercise 1a, first problem, Roman number 1. If z1 is equal to 2 minus 2 comma minus 1, then what you can write instead of z1 means you can write z1 as 2 minus I and z2 as 6 plus 3I. So what is z1 minus z2? What is z1 minus z2? z1 minus z2 means 2 minus 6, that is minus 4, minus I minus 3I is minus 4I, that is z1 minus z2. Similarly, second problem is given as z. We have to find z1 into z2. z1 into z2. There is a 3 plus 5I, 3 plus 5I into 2 plus 6I. Multiply, so that you will get the 3 to 6, 3 6 are 18I plus 10I and then minus 30I square. 30I square is minus 30. So answer is minus 30 plus 6 is minus 24 and then 28I. So that is Z1, Z2. 28I, that is Z1, Z2. Look here, third problem. What is, find the additive inverse? Additive inverse of Z is minus Z. If you consider this as Z, Z is equal to root 3 plus 5I. So additive inverse is equal to minus Z. What is minus Z? Minus of minus root 3 minus 5I. That is additive inverse. Similarly, if you consider this as Z, if you consider second problem, if you consider this as Z, Z is nothing but minus 6 plus 10 is 4 and then 5 minus 4 is 1. This is Z. So what is additive inverse? Additive inverse is minus Z. Minus Z is nothing but minus 4 minus 1. That is additive inverse of Z. Similarly, you can multiply and see what is Z here. Z is 2 into minus 4 is minus 8 and then 2 into 6I is 12I. There is I into minus 4 is minus 4I. I into 6I is minus 6. So there is a minus 14 plus 8I. So what is additive inverse of Z? Additive inverse Z2 minus Z, which is equal to 14 minus 8I. Okay. Next, look here. Second Roman is given. First problem is 6 comma 3. Z2 is 2 comma minus 1. What is Z1 by Z2? Z1 by Z2. How you write Z1 by Z2? 6 comma 3 is 6 plus 3. What is Z2? 2 minus I. Multiply and divide with the 2 plus I. This becomes 4 plus 1. Okay. Numerator is 4, 6 2s are 12 plus 6I. Then plus 6I minus 3. So I can end this. 12 minus 3 becomes 9. Then plus 12I by 5. That is the value of this. Next problem. Z is equal to cos A comma sin A. If Z is equal to cis A, that implies 1 by Z is equal to cis minus C. Z minus 1 by Z. Z is cis A. Cis A means cos A plus I sin A. Minus 1 by Z. Minus 1 by Z minus cos A. This is a minus I sin A becomes a plus I sin A. Totally, these two gets cancelled. So there is nothing but 2I sin A. Next one, what is the multiplicative inverse of 3 comma 4? If you consider this as Z, Z can be written as 3 plus 4I. So multiplicative inverse of inverse of z is equal to x plus iy is x minus iy by x square plus y square, which is nothing but 3 minus 4i by 9 plus 16. 3 minus 4i by 24. So what is multiplicative inverse of this? I consider this as z. Z is equal to 7 plus 24i. So multiplicative inverse mi of z is 7 minus 24i. X minus iy by x square plus y square is 49 plus 576. This becomes 7 minus 24i by 625. Next one, go from the second exercise. Before second exercise, what is the square root of a plus ib? So I have to prove this. Let us consider z is equal to square root of a plus ib. I have to calculate. Z is equal to a plus ib is equal to, let us consider it as x plus iy. Okay, right? When you square, we'll get into a plus ib is equal to x square. I square y square is minus y square plus 2xyi. Okay. Compare the real parts. We'll get into x square minus y square is equal to a. This first one. Then compare the imaginary parts. We will get into 2xy. 2xy is equal to b. 2xy is equal to b. Right? X square plus y square whole square is nothing but x square minus y square whole square plus 4x square y square. A plus b whole square is equal to a minus b whole square plus 4ab. Okay, here a is equal to x square, b is equal to y square. So this I can write it as x square is positive, y square is positive. I'll take it as under root of x square minus y square whole square is a square plus 4x square plus y square is b square. Now I consider this as equation number 2. Equation number 2. When you add 1 and 2, you will get into 2x square is equal to a plus root of a square plus b square, isn't it? So I can write into x as plus or minus root of a square plus b square plus a by 2. Similarly, y is equal to plus or minus root of a square plus b square minus a by 2. Okay. When you subtract 2 minus 1, I will get 2y. So this is the value of size 1b. How to write the complex numbers in the form of a plus ib, that's given. First one, complex number is given in the form of 2 minus 3i into 3 plus 4i. We've done already. I consider this as z. So multiply, we'll get 2 into 3 6 and then 2 into 4 8 and then minus 3 into 3 minus 9i and then minus 3 into 4i becomes plus 12, since I square is equal to minus 1. Minus 12 I square, that is 12. 12 plus 6 becomes 18 and then 8 minus 9i becomes minus 7. This is in the form of a plus ib, where a is equal to 18, b is equal to minus 1. Similarly, what is the value of this? So let us write in the a cube. B cubed is 8i cube, 3 a square b plus 3 a is 1, b square is 4i square. Okay, a cubed plus b cubed plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Now I can write this as 1 minus 8 I square is minus 1. So I square, if we take in common, I square into I, this I square becomes minus 1, 8i. And then 6i. And then minus 12. So our value is minus 11. And this becomes minus 2i. That is the value of this. Similarly, you can simplify these two values. This, as look here, we consider this as z, multiply minus root 3. I square is minus 1, so I can write it as I root 2. I root 2 into 2 root 3 minus I. Now multiply. Root 3 into 2 root 3 becomes minus 6. Minus root 3 into minus I becomes plus root 3i. And this becomes 2 root 6 I. 2 into root 3, root 6 I. And then minus I square becomes plus root 2. So real part becomes root 2 minus 6. Then imaginary part becomes I into root 3 plus 2 root 6. Else you can take 2 root 3 common. Then 1 plus 2 root 2 becomes the value. So this is in the form of a plus ib. This is in the form of a plus ib. Next, write the conjugate of the following. Let us consider this as z. A given complex number is z. So the conjugate is z bar. Z bar is nothing but 3 minus 4i. Okay. Similarly, if you consider this as z, you have to simplify this. So 15 minus 4 is 11. And then 3i minus of minus plus 23i. That is z. Okay. So what is z bar? Conjugate is 11 minus 23i. Right. This z, I consider this as z. Z is equal to this. Multiply and divide with 7 minus I. First of all, convert it in the form of a plus ib. So there is 35i plus 5. 5i square minus 5i square is plus 5 by 49 plus 1. There is 50, 5 tenths, 5 ones, 5 sevenths. So I can write z as 1 plus 7i by 10. So what is z bar? Conjugate is 1 minus 7i by 10. Similarly, you can simplify this. Right. Well, simplify the following. Third problem, simplify the following. I can write I square as minus 1. I power 4, this can be written as, first of all, I must clear you. This is I square. This is I square whole square. This is I square whole cube. And next one is I square whole to the power of 4. So on. I power 2n whole to the power of I square whole to the power of n. And then last term becomes I power I square whole to the power of n into I. Okay. Right. This is square cube. Totally 2n plus 1 terms are given. First term is 1. Second term becomes, first term is minus 1. Second term becomes plus 1. Next one minus 1. Next one plus 1. Like this 2n terms will be there. At last what we will get? Minus 1 plus 1 as this nth term up to this. And the last term becomes minus 1. So first two terms, next two terms, 2n terms gets cancelled. So I remain with minus 1. Okay. So basically consecutive powers are given. Then we can answer in different way. There is 2, 4, 6, 8. I square is minus 1. I power 4 is 1. There is minus 1. There is plus 1. So if you continue like this, first two terms, two terms as one set, it contains n sets plus one term. Here, from here, it will contain 2n terms, that is n sets, plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1, n sets, those gets cancelled, I square remains, I square is minus 1. Okay. What is the value of I power 18? Next problem, I power 18. I power 18, I can write it as I power 4 whole power 4 into I square, okay? And then minus 3I power 4 into I cube plus I square is minus 1. Then 1 plus I power 4, I can write it as 1 plus I power 4, I can write it as 1 plus 1 into I power minus power 26 is plus I power 4 whole to the power of 8 6 4s 24 into square, okay? This becomes 1 into I square becomes minus 1. Then this becomes 1 minus 3 plus minus I becomes plus 3I, and this is I square is minus 1, so minus 1 plus 1 becomes 2, and this becomes I power 4 is 1 power 6 becomes 1 minus power 24 is positive. I power 24 is 1, I square is minus 1, okay? So 2 minus 1 becomes 1 plus 3I. So that is the value of this. Find the square root of the complex number. So, find the square root of complex number. What is the square root of a plus ib? A plus ib. If you consider this as a plus ib, root of this. So a is equal to, when you compare, you will get a is equal to 7, b is equal to 24. What is the value of a square plus b square? 49 plus 576, that is 625. So what is the value of root of a square plus b square? That is 25. Now we go for the formula. A plus ib is equal to plus or minus root of a plus ib is plus or minus root of a square plus b square plus a by 2, and then plus I into root of a square plus b square minus a by 2. So now root of 7 plus 24i can be written as plus or minus root of a square plus b square is 25. What is a? 7 by 2 plus I into root of 25 minus 7 by 2. So I can conclude this plus or minus 7 plus 32 by 2 is 16, that is 4 plus I into this 18 by 2 is 9 is nothing but 3. So the value of root of 7 plus 24i is plus or minus 4 plus 3i, okay? So similarly you can do a square root of complex numbers. You can do this easily. You can try this. And now come here, it's a bigger one. What is a? A is equal to minus 47. A square, this implies a square is equal to 2209. What is b? B is 8 root 3, and then b square becomes 64 into 3, 192. Okay, and then a square plus b square becomes a square plus b square is equal to 2401. This implies root of a square plus b square is 49. Now come to the formula. What is the formula? A plus ib. Root of a plus ib is equal to plus or minus under root of a square plus b square plus a by 2 plus I into root of a square plus b square minus a by 2. So what is the value of root of minus 47 is a plus I into 8 root 3. So clearly this is plus or minus, middle it has plus, so there is a plus I into. So I have to write the value under root. There is 49 minus 47 by 2 under root 49 plus 47 by 2. Root of a square plus b square plus a is minus 47. So I can write this as plus or minus 2 by 2 is 1 plus I into root of, there is 96 by 2. 96 by 2 is root of 48. Root of 48 is 16 into 3. I can write it as 4 root 3. 49, this becomes 96 by 2. There is root of 48 is 4 root 3. Okay. So remaining problems you can try yourself. And then what is the multiplicative inverse? Already I done this. What is the multiplicative inverse of this? If you consider this as z, so what is the multiplicative inverse of z? Multiplicative inverse of x plus iy is equal to x minus iy by x square plus y square. Here x is equal to root 5, so there is root 5 minus I into y is equal to 3, so I can write it as 3i by x square is 5 plus y square is 9, so root 5 minus 3i by 14. This is the multiplicative inverse of this. So here you can consider this as 0 minus I as z. So multiplicative inverse of z is multiplicative inverse is equal to 0 plus I by 1. So there is I. Okay. Right, this is I power minus 35. I can write it as 1 by I power 36 into I power minus 1. Okay. So I power 36 is a multiple of 4. This becomes 1. So answer is I. So I consider this as z. So multiplicative inverse of z is 1 by z, that is 1 by I is nothing but minus. Okay. So we can go for next problem. Take modulus on both sides of a plus ib whole square is equal to x plus iy. So this modulus becomes modulus of a plus ib whole square is equal to modulus of x plus iy. So the modulus of this is root of a square plus b square whole square. So a square plus b square is equal to root of x square plus y square. So x square plus y square is equal to a square plus b square whole square. Okay, right? An important problem. This x plus iy is equal to this. I can write into 1 by x plus iy, 1 by x plus iy as 2 plus this theta, 2 plus cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, by 3. Now separate the real and imaginary parts, whereas we know that 1 by x plus iy is multiplicative inverse, that is x minus iy by x square plus y square, which is equal to 2 plus cos theta plus I sin theta by 3. I can write by 3 as by 3. Now when you compare the real and imaginary parts, we get x by root of x square plus y square is equal to, real part this side is 2 plus cos theta by 3, and imaginary part is minus y by x square plus y square is equal to sin theta by 3. Okay, so what is cos theta here? 3x by x square plus y square minus 2 is equal to cos theta, and minus 3y by x square plus y square is equal to sin theta. Okay, so we know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So square this, a minus b whole square. A square is 9x square by x square plus y square. B square is 4. 2ab minus 2ab is minus 2 into 2 4 into 3 12x by x square plus y square. This is cos square theta plus sin square theta is 9y square by x square plus y square is equal to 1. Now when you add these two things, I take here, when you add these two things, 9 into a square, now this becomes a whole square, I made a mistake here. Whole square is will be there. There is a 9 into x square plus y square. By denominator is x square plus y square whole square. A square is 9x square by x square plus y square whole square. Okay, and then when you take this minus 12x by x square plus y square, and then this is minus 3. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Okay, next, when you cancel with the 3, what will get? 3 3s, 3 4s, and then 3 1s. X square plus y square gets cancelled. So when you take LCM, 3 is equal 3 minus 4x is equal to minus of x square plus y square. So look at the answer. When you multiply with minus, we'll get x square plus y square is equal to 4x minus 3. Okay. So given x plus iy is equal to this, taking the reciprocal, 1 by x plus iy, x minus iy by x square plus y square. Comparing real and imaginary parts, separate cos theta and sin theta. Therefore, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1 is the known identity. Using this, we derive x square plus y square is equal to 4x minus 3. Right? We'll move on to next problem. X plus iy is equal to 1 by 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta. Then show that. So here, x square plus y square, we have to prove that 4x square is equal to 1. Have to prove that 4x square is equal to 1. That's the problem. Here we can do this in different manner. X plus iy can be written as 1 by 1 plus cos theta formula 2 cos square theta by 2, and I into sin theta formula 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Okay. So take 2 cos theta by 2 common. X plus iy is equal to 1 by 2 cos theta by 2 common. Remaining is 1 by cos theta by 2 plus I sin theta by 2. So x plus iy can be written as 1 by 2 cos theta by 2 into 1 by cos theta plus I sin theta becomes cos theta by 2 minus I sin theta by 2. So formula 1 by cis theta is cis minus theta. Okay. So divide within the 2 cos theta by 2. We will get the x plus iy is equal to cos theta by 2 by 2 cos theta by 2, and then minus I into sin theta by 2 by 2 cos theta by 2. So this gets cancelled. When you compare real parts, comparing real parts, real part here LHS is x, imaginary here real part in RHS is 1 by 2. Therefore 2x is equal to 1, 4x square is equal to 1, 4x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. So now we move on to next problem. This is an important problem, learn this. Then you can do it as homework. Try yourself. It's very easy. Then look here. The second problem, this model, z is given as 3 plus 5, 3 minus 5. Right? Then we have to show that. What is z minus, what is z square? Z square is 9 plus 5i square is minus 25. Then minus 2ab is minus 2 into 3 into 5, 30i. So z square is minus 16 minus 30i. Okay. What is z cube? Z cubed is z square into z. What is z square? Minus 16 minus 30i into, what is z? 3 minus 5i. So this is minus 48, and then plus 80i, and then minus 90i, 35 is 150, minus of minus plus that 150i square. So I can write z cubed as minus 48 minus 150, that is minus 198, and then minus 10i. Okay. So look into the problem now. What's given? LHS. I take LHS. LHS is z cube minus 10z square plus 58z minus 136. So z cubed value is minus 198 minus 10i. Multiply z square with minus 10. Multiply z square with minus 10. Minus 10 z square, that is plus 160 and then plus 300i. Okay. Next multiply z with the 58. Z with the 58. So 3 into 58. 24. 3, 5, 15, 17. And then minus 5, 5 8 40. 5 5 is 25, 290i, and then minus 136. Now simplify. This minus 290 minus 10 and then plus 300 gets cancelled. Next, when you add these two things, or else when you subtract these two things, when you add these two things, what will get? When you add these two things, you'll get 24. That's minus 24. And when you look here, when you add these two things, you'll get minus 24, plus 24. Okay, these two gets cancelled, so answer is 0. There is RHS. Okay, next we move on to next problem. So you can try this as that of last problem. Try yourself. Okay, then look here, an important problem. Consider this as z. Z is equal to 2 minus I by 1 minus 2i whole square. 1 minus 2i whole square. This 2 minus I by square 1 plus 4i square is minus 4, and then minus 4i. This becomes 2 minus I by minus 3 minus 4i. Multiply and divide with minus 3 plus 4i. Minus 3 plus 4i. So what is this? When you multiply with this, 2 into minus 3 becomes minus 6, and then 2 into 4 becomes plus 8i, and then minus of minus plus 3i, and then minus 4i square is plus 4 by 9 plus 16. A plus ib into a minus ib is a square plus b square. So this becomes minus 2 plus 11i by 25. This is z. This is the value of z. So what is z bar? Z bar is minus 2 minus 11i by 25. So given z, this z given 2 minus I by 1 minus 2i whole square, and this is minus 2 minus 11i by 25, that is z bar. Therefore we can conclude that these two are conjugate to each other. Okay. Next problem, you can try, I think, cubing on both sides, separate the real parts and then answer. Next, if x and y are real numbers such that 1 plus I into x plus minus 2i by 3 plus I it is, and then 2 minus 3i into y plus I by 3 minus I is equal to I, then determine the value of x and y. First of all, I write like this: 1 plus I x plus ix, x plus ix minus 2i into 3 minus I plus 2y minus 3iy plus I into 3 plus I by 9 plus 1, isn't it? A plus I by into is equal to I. Then 3xi minus 6i, then minus xi minus of minus I square means plus x, then plus 2i square becomes minus 2. When you can multiply with this, 3 into 2 6y minus 6iy plus 3i, multiply with I 2iy, and then plus 3y minus 1 by this is nothing but 10i. I multiply this here, 10i. Compare the real and imaginary parts. So I separate the real parts. Look here, real part is 3x plus x, 4x. I write here 4x, and then y is 6y, 3y, 9y plus 9y, and then minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3, minus 3 means is equal to 3. Okay, and compare the imaginary parts. 3xi minus xi is 2xi, 2x, okay, and then y minus 6y plus 2y is minus 4y, and then minus 6, right. And, when you compare y's, look here, y is y 6y, this is a minus 3 into 3, there is 9iy, so there is minus 9iy plus 2iy is minus 7y, and then minus 6i plus 3i is minus 3, minus 3 will send like that, will get 13. So multiply this with the 2 and send here, this becomes equation number 2, 4x, and then 2 7s 14, there is minus 14y is equal to 26. Okay, this is equation number 2. When you subtract these two quantities, these two gets cancelled, this becomes 23y is equal to minus 23. So this implies y is equal to minus 1. Therefore, when you substitute into an equation 1, this becomes 1 implies 4x minus 9 is equal to 3. 4x is equal to 12, x is equal to 3. Okay, so we'll move on to next problem. There is an important problem. What is the least positive integer and such that this? So what is the value of 1 plus psi by 1 minus psi? First of all, I consider this as z. So multiply and divide with this 1 minus I. What is the value of this? Multiply and divide with 1 plus I. So that numerator becomes a plus ib whole square. That is a square 1 minus I square plus 2ab I is 2i by 1 plus 1. These two gets cancelled. 2i by 2 becomes I. So what we need is z power n. Z power n is I power n. I power n given it is equal to 1. It's possible. Therefore, least positive integer n is equal to 4 such that it becomes 1. When n is equal to 4, I power 4 becomes 1. Okay, right. Next one, look here, 1 plus I by 1 minus I. 1 plus I consider LHS. Look here, 1 plus I by 1 minus I, multiply and divide with 1 plus I whole cube. And then plus 1 minus I by 1 plus I, multiply and divide with 1 minus I the whole cube, given it is equal to x plus I. Next, there is a plus b whole square, 1 square minus I square plus 2i by 2, 1 plus 1 whole cube, plus a square plus b square minus 2ab by a square plus b square whole cube is equal to x plus iy. This gets cancelled, so I remain with 2i by 2 is I cube minus I cube is equal to x plus iy. So clearly 0 is equal to x plus iy implies x is equal to y is equal to 0 is the value. Okay, next, if find the real value of theta, if 3 plus 2i sin theta by 1 minus 2i sin theta is a real number. Go for real and imaginary parts. Let us consider what is the x plus iy, or else let us consider z as the complex number. 3 plus 2i sin theta by 1 minus 2i sin theta, multiply and divide with 1 plus 2i sin theta, so that denominator becomes a real part. Write the numerator 3 ones, 3 to 6i sin theta, and then 2i sin theta, and then minus 4i square plus 4i square is minus 4 sin square theta. This is the value. Denominator becomes 1 plus 4 sin square theta. Okay, now if the complex number z is purely real, means imaginary part of z is equal to, first one I take a, imaginary part of z is equal to 0, then the complex number is said to be purely real. Imaginary part here it is 6i sin theta, 2i sin theta. There is a, this implies 8 sin theta by something is equal to 0. I consider this as 0. Therefore, sin theta is equal to 0. So sin theta equal to 0 means theta is equal to n pi. For all n belongs to z is the general solution. Okay, right. So second one, purely imaginary. Purely imaginary means real part of z must be 0. Real part of z means, here real part of z is 3 minus 4 sin square theta. 3 minus 4 sin square theta by something totally positive, it will not be 0, so I can consider this as 0. Therefore, this implies sin square theta is equal to 3 by 4. Okay, 3 by 4 can be written as root 3 by 2 whole square. So this can be written as sin square pi by 3. So sin square theta is equal to sin square alpha, then general solution is theta is equal to n pi plus or minus alpha for all n belongs to z. This is the general solution. Okay, next